The Galactic Council gathered in a large room on their spaceship. The walls were covered with bright lights, and the air was filled with excitement and chatter. Members from different planets sat in a circle, ready to discuss important matters. Today, they were talking about humans, a species from a small blue planet called Earth. As the meeting started, Counselor Zarnak, a tall being with green skin and 3 eyes, stood up. "We have received strange reports about humans," he announced. "They have a bizarre tradition of petting fierce creatures. These creatures are among the most feared in the galaxy." The other council members looked at each other, confused and amused. Counselor Vela, a small, fluffy creature with bright feathers, chuckled. "Humans are silly. Why would anyone want to pet a dangerous animal? They must be very foolish." Counselor Trog, a huge, muscular figure with a deep voice, added, "It is clear that humans do not understand fear. They are weak for doing such things." Zarnak nodded, but he seemed curious. "Perhaps we do not understand their ways. What if they are more than they appear? We should send a team to Earth to witness this tradition ourselves." The room erupted in laughter. "You want us to visit a primitive planet just to watch humans pet dangerous beasts?" scoffed Counselor Mox, a sleek, silver-skinned being with sharp features. "This is a waste of time." But Zarnak was determined. "I believe it could show us something important. If humans can face their fears, maybe they are stronger than we think. Let us send a team to observe and report back." After some discussion, the council agreed to Zarnak's plan. They chose a small group of counselors, including Zarnak, Vela, and Trog, to go to Earth. The members decided to leave immediately. They were curious but also skeptical about what they would find. Once they arrived on Earth, they were amazed by the colorful landscapes and the diverse life forms. The team stepped off their spaceship and found themselves in a large green park. Humans were everywhere, laughing and playing. The air was filled with the sounds of joyful children and barking dogs. The counselors watched in astonishment as a group of humans gathered around a large, furry creature, a bear. The humans were petting the bear, and some were even hugging it. Trog frowned. How can they be so close to a creature that could easily crush them? Vela, intrigued, replied, "Maybe they know something we do not. Look how happy they are." As the counselors observed, they noticed a human boy sitting calmly beside a lion stroking its mane. The lion yawned lazily, clearly enjoying the attention. "This is madness!" Trog exclaimed, shaking his head. "How can they not fear such beasts?" Zarnak leaned closer, intrigued by the scene. "Maybe this is part of their culture. We need to learn more. Perhaps we can ask some of them why they do this." Just then, a woman approached the counselors. She had long hair and a friendly smile. "Hello? You look like you're not from around here. Are you interested in meeting our animal friends?" she asked. Zarnak hesitated, but then nodded. "Yes, we are curious about your tradition of petting these creatures." The woman laughed lightly. "It's not as scary as it seems. We believe in understanding and respecting these animals. They are our friends, not just wild beasts. Want to try?" The counselors exchanged uncertain glances. They felt nervous but excited. What would it be like to pet a lion or a bear? Could they face their fears as the humans did? As they contemplated this strange invitation, Zarnak made a decision. "We will accept your offer. We want to learn more about your traditions. Show us how to pet these creatures." The woman grinned widely. "Great! You are in for a fantastic experience." With this, the counselors took their first step into a world that would challenge everything they believed about fear and friendship. The Galactic counselors were excited and nervous as they stepped off their spaceship and onto the soft, green grass of Earth. The sky was a bright blue and the sun shone down warmly. Birds chirped, and the sweet smell of flowers filled the air. This planet was very different from their cold metal spaceship. Zarnak looked around with wide eyes. "This place is beautiful," he said, his voice filled with wonder. He had read about Earth, but seeing it in person was amazing. Vela fluttered her colorful feathers and smiled. "Look at all the animals. I see dogs, cats, and even those big ones they call horses." She pointed to a group of humans riding horses, laughing and enjoying the day. Trog, still skeptical, crossed his arms. "But where are the fierce creatures? We came here to see the dangerous animals they pet. This is just a park with silly pets." As they walked further into the park, the counselors noticed a large crowd gathered around a demonstration area. Curious, they moved closer to see what was happening. A human trainer stood in the center, surrounded by three incredible animals, a lion, a tiger, and a huge bear. The crowd cheered as the trainer called the animals one by one. "Watch closely, everyone!" The trainer shouted, and the lion stepped forward. The crowd gasped in awe. "This is Leo!" "He is very friendly, but always remember to show him respect." Zarnak leaned closer to Trog and whispered, "Is it really safe to be so close to such a creature?" Trog shook his head. "It doesn't seem right." "I still think it is madness." As the trainer continued, a young girl stepped up. She was small but confident. With a big smile, she walked up to the lion and gently petted its head. The lion purred softly, leaning into her hand. The crowd erupted in applause. "Look at that!" Vela exclaimed, her eyes sparkling. "She is so brave. How can she be so calm around a lion?" The trainer encouraged more children to join in, and soon the tiger and the bear were also being petted by humans of all ages. The counselors watched in disbelief as the animals seemed to enjoy the attention. Zarnak turned to his companions. "Perhaps we underestimated these humans. They seem to have a special bond with these creatures." Just then, a young boy, no older than 8, stepped forward. He walked right up to the bear, who was sitting on its haunches. The boy reached out and gently scratched the bear behind its ears. To everyone's amazement, the bear leaned back, clearly enjoying the attention. Trog gasped. "What is happening? That boy is so close to danger." But Zarnak couldn't take his eyes off the boy. He is not afraid. It is as if he understands the bear. After the demonstration, the trainer invited the audience to come closer. "Now, who wants to meet these amazing animals?" The crowd cheered loudly, and humans rushed to pet the creatures. Zarnak and his companions felt nervous but also excited. They wanted to join in but didn't know if they had the courage. Vela looked at her friends and said, "We came here to learn. We should try." With a deep breath, Zarnak stepped forward, his heart racing. "Yes, we must experience this ourselves." The trainer noticed them and approached with a friendly smile. "Are you ready to meet the animals?" "Don't worry, they are trained and love attention." Zarnak nodded, feeling a mix of fear and curiosity. "We would like to pet the lion, please." The trainer led them to Leo, the lion. The giant cat sat calmly, watching them with its golden eyes. Zarnak reached out his hand, trembling slightly. He touched the soft fur on Leo's head and felt a warm, calming energy. Trog stood back, still uncertain. "This is too risky!" But as Zarnak continued to pet Leo, he felt a sense of peace. The lion purred softly, and for the first time he understood that not all dangerous creatures were enemies. Maybe they were not so different from humans after all. As they moved to the other animals, the counselors began to see a new world of possibilities. They were beginning to understand the strange tradition of Earth and the deep connection humans had with the creatures they once feared. After their thrilling experience petting the lion, the Galactic counselors felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. They had witnessed how humans connected with these fierce creatures, but now they wanted to take things a step further. The challenge was on, and Zarnak was ready to prove that they were not afraid. As they sat together under a large tree in the park, Zarnak turned to his companions. "We need to show these humans that we can be brave too," he declared. "Let's take part in their strange tradition and pet the most dangerous creatures we can find." Vela's feathers fluffed with enthusiasm. "That sounds fun! But which creatures should we choose? I want to see something truly amazing." Trog crossed his arms, looking doubtful. "Are you sure we should? Those creatures can be dangerous. What if they hurt us?" Zarnak waved his hand dismissively. "We are here to learn. We cannot back down now. We must show our courage." The trio discussed their options, and soon they decided to find a trainer who could help them. They walked around the park, looking for someone who could introduce them to more fierce animals. After a short search, they spotted the same trainer from earlier, surrounded by excited children. The trainer noticed them and approached with a friendly smile. "Hello again. I see you enjoyed meeting Leo. Are you ready for more adventure?" Zarnak took a deep breath, feeling a mix of excitement and fear. "Yes, we want to challenge ourselves. We want to pet one of the most dangerous creatures from your planet." The trainer raised an eyebrow, clearly impressed. "That's a bold choice. How about trying a crocodile? They are powerful but can be calm when treated right." The counselors exchanged nervous glances. Trog's eyes widened. "A crocodile? Are you sure that's a good idea?" Vela, feeling brave, nodded. "Let's do it! We cannot show weakness. We must prove ourselves," Zarnak agreed. "We will face the crocodile. Lead the way." The trainer led them to a special area where the crocodile was kept. The sun shone brightly, and the air was thick with tension. As they approached the large enclosure, they saw the crocodile sunbathing by the water. Its scales glimmered in the sunlight, and its massive jaws were powerful and intimidating. Trog hesitated. I do not like this idea. That creature looks fierce. What if it snaps at us? Zarnak felt a mix of fear and determination. We have come this far. We cannot turn back now. We must trust the trainer. The trainer explained the plan. Crocodiles can be friendly if they are treated with respect. I will guide you through it. As they prepared, Zarnak took a deep breath, trying to calm his racing heart. He stepped forward, feeling the warmth of the sun on his skin. The other counselors followed him, but Trog stayed a bit behind, looking nervous. The trainer showed them how to approach the crocodile safely. First, we will let it know we are here. Then, you can gently pet its back. Remember, slow movements are best. With the trainer leading, they approached the crocodile together. The creature opened one eye, looking at them lazily. Zarnak felt a rush of adrenaline. He was nervous, but also excited to face this challenge. Now, reach out your hand, the trainer instructed. Zarnak's hand trembled as he extended it towards the crocodile. He touched its scaly back and felt the warm, smooth skin. To his surprise, the crocodile remained calm. See? You can do it! The trainer encouraged. Vela stepped forward next, her eyes shining with excitement. She reached out and gently petted the crocodile, feeling its strength beneath her fingers. This is amazing, she exclaimed. It feels so different from a lion or a bear. Trog, still hesitant, watched his friends. He finally mustered the courage to join them. With slow, careful movements, he touched the crocodile's back. To his astonishment, the crocodile did not bite or snap at him. It simply lay there, enjoying the attention. The counselors cheered as they felt a sense of achievement. They had faced their fears and connected with one of the most dangerous creatures on Earth. Zarnak smiled widely. We have proven ourselves. This strange tradition is truly powerful. As they celebrated their victory, they knew this experience would change how they viewed humans and their traditions forever. With their confidence boosted from petting the crocodile, the Galactic counselors were eager for more adventure. They wanted to face an even more fearsome creature. Zarnak gathered his friends under a large tree in the park to discuss their next move. We have faced the crocodile. Now, I think we should challenge ourselves even more, Zarnak said, his eyes shining with excitement. What about a snake? A giant one that can squeeze a creature to death? Vela's eyes widened in both fear and thrill. A giant snake? Are you sure that's wise? Snakes can be very dangerous. Trog shook his head nervously. I don't like this idea at all. We have already faced the crocodile. Why do we need to face something even more dangerous? Zarnak placed a hand on Trog's shoulder. Because we need to understand these creatures. If we want to learn from humans, we must face our fears. It is part of their strange tradition. After some discussion, they agreed to seek out a giant snake. They wandered through the park, looking for a trainer who could help them find one. Finally, they came across a booth where a crowd was gathered, watching a trainer show off a large snake. The trainer smiled as they approached. Welcome! Are you ready to see the most amazing snake on Earth? Zarnak nodded eagerly. Yes, we want to meet the giant snake! The trainer led them to a large open area where the enormous snake lay coiled up. Its scales shimmered in shades of green and gold, and its eyes glowed with a curious light. The snake was longer than Zarnak was tall, and its body moved gracefully as it shifted position. Trog took a step back. That snake looks terrifying. Are we really going to pet it? Vela glanced at the snake and then back at her friends. We can do this! Just remember what the trainer said, stay calm and move slowly. The trainer explained, this is Athena, a reticulated python. She is very gentle and loves to be petted. I will show you how to approach her. As the trainer demonstrated, Zarnak felt a mix of excitement and fear. The trainer walked up to Athena, showing how to stroke her smooth scales. The snake seemed to relax, enjoying the attention. Now it's your turn, the trainer said, stepping back. Just remember, slow movements are best. Zarnak took a deep breath and stepped forward. He reached out his hand, trembling slightly. As he touched Athena's scales, he felt a rush of warmth and curiosity. She feels so different, he exclaimed. The scales were cool to the touch, and he marveled at how beautiful she was. Vela followed, her face lighting up with wonder. She reached out and gently petted Athena, feeling the snake's strength. This is amazing! She is so soft! Trog, still nervous, watched his friends. He felt scared, but he also wanted to be brave. After a moment, he stepped closer. With shaking hands, he reached out to touch Athena. As he did, the snake slithered toward him, wrapping her body around his arm gently. Trog gasped. "She is so strong!" But instead of fear, he felt a sense of calm wash over him. The snake was not trying to hurt him. She was simply curious. Zarnak cheered, feeling a wave of pride. "See? We can do this together! We are learning to face our fears." As they continued to pet Athena, the crowd around them cheered and clapped. The counselors felt a growing bond with the snake and with each other. They were part of something special, something that connected them to the humans and their unique tradition. The trainer smiled at the three aliens. "You are all very brave. Many people are scared to approach snakes, but you have shown great courage." The counselors beamed with pride, feeling a sense of accomplishment. They had faced their fears and connected with a creature that many found terrifying. Zarnak turned to his friends, his eyes shining. "We are becoming true explorers!" Who knew that facing our fears could feel so rewarding? As they shared their experiences, they realized that this journey was more than just a challenge. It was a lesson in trust and understanding, both for the creatures they met and for each other. Now, they were excited to see what else Earth had to offer. Would they continue to learn and grow through these strange traditions? They were eager to find out. After the thrilling experience with Athena, the giant snake, the galactic counselors felt a sense of pride and joy. They had faced their fears and discovered the beauty of the creatures on Earth. But their journey was far from over. Zarnak, Vela, and Trog wanted to learn even more about the strange human tradition of petting the most feared animals. As they walked through the park, Zarnak turned to his friends. "I never imagined I could feel this way about these creatures. They are not just dangerous, they are also wonderful." Vela nodded eagerly. "Yes! Each creature we have met has shown us something special. I feel like we are learning so much." Trog, still feeling a bit uneasy, smiled softly. "I admit I was scared at first. But now I understand that these creatures are not our enemies. They can be friends if we treat them well." Just then they heard laughter nearby. Curious, they followed the sound and found a group of children gathered around a pen. Inside the pen was a small, fluffy creature that looked like a mix between a rabbit and a cat. Its big eyes sparkled with mischief as it hopped around, playing with the children. "What is that creature?" Trog asked, his eyes wide with wonder. The trainer approached them and smiled. "This is a ferret! They are playful and friendly, perfect for interacting with humans." Zarnak was intrigued. "Can we pet it?" "Of course!" the trainer replied. "Just be gentle." The counselors knelt by the pen, eager to meet the little creature. As they reached out their hands, the ferret darted toward them, sniffing curiously. Zarnak giggled as the ferret nuzzled against his palm. "It feels so soft," he exclaimed. Vela laughed, her face lighting up with joy. "Look at it play! It is so full of energy." Trog watched in amazement as the ferret rolled over, inviting them to pet its belly. He hesitated for a moment, but then reached out. As he stroked the soft fur, he felt his worries melt away. "This little creature is so friendly," he said with a smile. The trainer watched with pride. "You see, not all creatures are fearsome. Some just want to play and be loved." As the counselors spent time with the ferret, they realized they had gained a new perspective. They had learned to appreciate the diversity of creatures on Earth, each with its unique traits and personalities. The fear they once felt had turned into admiration. After a while, Zarnak stood up, feeling inspired. "We should take what we have learned back to the Galactic Empire. We need to show everyone that not all creatures are threats. Some can be friends." Vela agreed enthusiastically. "We can start a new tradition, a tradition of understanding and respect for all creatures, no matter how fearsome they seem." Trog smiled, feeling more confident than before. "I like that idea. We can teach others that facing fears can lead to amazing friendships." As they continued to play with the ferret, they felt a bond growing not just with the creature, but also with each other. They had come to Earth to experience a strange tradition, but what they found was so much more. They had discovered the importance of empathy and kindness. The sun began to set, painting the sky with shades of orange and pink. The park was filled with laughter and joy as families enjoyed the warm evening. Zarnak, Vela, and Trog felt a sense of peace wash over them. "This has been an incredible day," Zarnak said, looking at his friends. "I am grateful for everything we have experienced." It has changed my heart. Vela smiled brightly. And we can share this change with the galaxy. We can help others see that fear can turn into love. Trog nodded, feeling hopeful. We will bring this message back home. It is time for a change in the Galactic Empire. As they left the park, the counselors knew that their adventure was just beginning. They had come to Earth to explore strange traditions, but they were leaving with something far more valuable, a newfound understanding of the creatures they once feared and the bonds they could create. They walked together, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that love and friendship could bridge even the greatest divides.